First of all, I want to say good morning, buenos dias, to each and every one of you. Greetings to my Carson family. It's a beautiful day in the city of Carson. And it's also a perfect opportunity for you to go and visit one of our local parks here in the beautiful city of Carson, California. I'm excited to be here this morning with our city of Carson's Mayor Lula Davis Holmes, our Mayor Pro Tem Jawan Hilton, Council Member Arlene Rojas, and also I believe that Councilman Cedric Hicks and also Councilman Jim Deere is also on their way. I want to recognize our city clerk, our wonderful city clerk, Dr. Bradshaw. Also in her absence, our city treasurer, Monica Cooper, and also want to recognize our city manager, Michael George.
David Roberts.
Oh, David Roberts. My notes are wrong, so we apologize for that. We want to recognize David Roberts, our city manager, and also to the representatives to the Recreation and Park Commission. Thank you very much for being here. And those who are dedicated to the city of Carson, we greet you and we say thank you very much for being here. On September the 6th, Governor Gavin Newsom approved Assembly Bill 179, which was our budget trailer bill. And in that budget trailer bill, it was $7 million dedicated specifically to the Recreation and Park here in the great city of Carson. Let me pause to simply say that I am from Carson. I reside in the city of Carson. My children, my grandchildren have all and continue to participate in our Recreation and Park program. This is a premier city with a premier recreation park program. And I remember when our mayor, before she became mayor, before she was city council woman, how she championed as the superintendent of our Recreation Park program here in the city of Carson. And she's done a yeoman's job to get us to this particular point. And let me also say, since I'm talking about our illustrious mayor, she said, Mike, I need money for our park program. I need money for our recreation park and also for our infrastructure. And Madam Mayor, I heard your voice. Thank you very much for being a drum major for justice, being a drum major for our children here in the city of Carson, and also all of our residents. I have spent 2 decades here in the beautiful city of Carson, on the Carson City Council as a homeowner also, and so I know the full potential of our Recreation and Park program, and so there are no other park programs like what we have here in the city of Carson. And it's my responsibility, one, to not only collaborate with this council, but also making sure that we bring home the bacon, make sure that, one, that we recognize the full potential of the Recreation Park program. And so I am absolutely thrilled and delighted, one, that we have space that our young people can play, that our seniors can go and play chess, Commissioner Ramos, making sure that we can play checkers and dominoes, making sure it's a safe space for all to come and all to enjoy. And so I'm happy today to be able to deliver this check. I'm happy today to deliver this check. I am extremely happy today to deliver this check.
That's the cue.
We have this check for $7 million made payable to the great city of Carson, California. Can you do me a favor and put your hands together and let's celebrate $7 million? Great. Madam Mayor, since you're the mayor, we want to give this check to you. Please don't try to deposit. The money's going to be wired. But we're happy to do this. This is the second year straight that we've been able to deliver money to the city of Carson. $10 million, I believe it was to Carriage Crest Park, and now $7 million here. We're grateful to my colleagues and also to the governor for seeing a need and stepping up and meeting that need. We hope that when we continue to have a robust budget here in the state of California, that we're able to continue to bring home additional revenue and resources so that Carson continue to thrive and also flourish and grow, especially when it comes down to our future. And our future is our recreation and parks. Our future is our children. So at this time, Madam Mayor, would you like to say a few words? Let's give it up for Mayor Lula Davis Holmes.
We're gonna hold it for you.
Yes, hold that check so I can see it, because everybody that knows since my tenure on this city council for the last year and a half is that I have been beating the doors down to everyone that will listen to me saying, I need some money. I need some money to continue to be the great city that we are. And to my assemblyman, I know I called you late. I know I called him early. He delivered one check. I said, I think you can do a little bit more. So the first check that he delivered to us was for Carriage Crest Park. And we wanted to expand that park, and he heard my cry. And I'm honored, Mr. Assemblyman. I'm honored, he used to be my seatmate on the city council, that I can still call him and say, this is what your city needs. Parks are for people. And as he went over my resume, yes, I serve the people I love, and I love the people I serve. So when he gets that call at night, and when my county supervisor gets that call at 6 in the morning, they know I'm serious. And I just want to say that this money that you're giving to us today, we appreciate it. You are an advocate for our city. You live here. And I say all the time, it's time for our kids to be back in the parks where they belong. They've been locked down for 3 years almost. We want them back in the parks. We want them out running around and enjoying themselves. And that's what this $7 million, the beginning.
I get it.
Because if there's money out there, I want Carson to be a part of it. I was so tired of us coming a day late, a dollar short. We've been doing some wonderful things here. It started with our assemblyman when we got the first $8 million. Then everybody else took notice of the City of Carson because we had not been receiving these dollars, okay? So I'm honored to say that he is our assemblyman. I'm honored to say that he will take my call 12 o'clock at night, 6 o'clock in the morning. He may not answer, but he will get back with me. And he say, my mayor, what is it that you want? That's a good relationship. That is a wonderful relationship. So I want to say thank you to the Parks and Recreation Commission. Thank you to the staff. Thank you to my colleagues on the city council. I'm a begging mayor. Am I not, Mr. City Manager? I send him emails, are you on top of this grant? Are you on top of that grant? So I just want to say again, I appreciate you. I appreciate what you stand for. I appreciate you being here today and calling this press conference and letting everyone know what you're doing for your city, the city that you call home. Thank you.
Next, we'll have our Mayor Pro Tem, Jawan Hill, to say a few words.
Thank you, Assemblymember. Certainly, I do want to thank our Assemblymember for the $7 million, but I really want to thank him for getting up every day and fighting for the people of the 65th. He has done a yeoman's job in representing us and making sure that Carson has a seat at the table. I wanted to just pause and say thank you, Assemblymember, for not forgetting where you come from, not forgetting how you started, not forgetting the community in which your children and your grandchildren currently play in. So we want to highlight this. This $7 million is stellar, and we're going to make sure that the parks in our community are quality and make sure that our children are able to run, play, our seniors are able to interact. This is just amazing to put $7 million into infrastructure, to put $7 million into green space. It's an awesome thing, and I'm certainly glad that we have a champion who's championing the 65th Assembly District. And the Honorable chairman of the Democratic Caucus. He's also a Kappa, so I have to just point that out. And we achieve in every field of human endeavor. Thank you. I'm Jawan Hilton, and I approve this message.
Thank you very much. Next, we have Councilwoman Arlene Rojas.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, everyone, and the Honorable Assemblyman Mike Gipson. Thank you, Grassroots. Yes, thank you for everything that you do for our community. Thank you for helping us as a city council for the City of Carson to help you, the community. So we appreciate everything that you do for us, for the children, because the children are our future. So thank you again. Nice working with you. Looking forward to the future of the City of Carson. And Mayor, we're going shopping, aren't we? Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you. Next, we'll have a few comments from our city clerk, Dr. Bradshaw.
Good morning. Thank you, Assemblymember. So much has already been said in the right direction and on a positive note. The only thing that I will add is you can tell a lot about a city or any organization by where their priorities are, where their funding is. And it's an honor to work and live in a city where the priorities are around our children, the future, our seniors, some of the age groups that often get forgotten or get fallen through the cracks by so many other larger priorities. So I'm excited to see what we get to do with this. I'm excited about living and working in a city where we prioritize community and gathering. Our parks are really the center and the heart of our city. So this is an exciting opportunity for Carson. Again, my name is Kalia Bradshaw. I'm honored to serve as the city clerk here. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And also, last but certainly not least, I want to recognize the Recreation and Park. When I was on the city council, our Recreation and Park commissioners has done a yeoman's job and continue to do a yeoman's job. I know we have Commissioner Oscar Ramos here, but also want to bring up our former vice chair of our Recreation and Park. Mr. Gonzalez, would you please come say a few words?
Good morning. On behalf of the City of Carson Park and Rec Commission, our City Council, thank you for everything that you have done and you will continue doing for the City of Carson. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think our city manager is still here. Why don't you come up to our city manager, Dave Roberts. Thank you very much, brother. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Assemblymember. And just want to say I'm just so honored and appreciative of this opportunity to be able to share with our mayor and our council about this $7 million check from the Assemblymember. I wouldn't be remiss if I did not and thank our staff, in particular my assistant to the city manager, Mr. Michael George, for getting on the phones and working with Assemblymember staff to ensure that we would be able to obtain this $7 million. It's exciting. I think that when the mayor says to jump, we just say, you know, sky's the limit, because we know we got to get things done. And so we really appreciate her fervor and going after the money, going after an opportunity, speaking and having that relationship built with the Assemblymember. And so I'm just godly proud for all of you that did the work today. And so we'll continue to push forward, see our parks grow, and see that the Assemblymember will continue to work with us. And so we're thankful for that. And just like our Mayor Pro Tem stated, that Kappas get things done, but so do Alphas. So we appreciate you all. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Let me just conclude by simply saying, when you bring leaders together, there's nothing we can't do. And the war and the fight that we have before us, it is imperative that we bring our local elected officials together, our county, our state representative, and also our federal partners in order to address issues, to make sure that, one, that we go lacking for nothing in our communities, because our cities is the fabric of the state of California. And I want to thank our governor, Gavin Newsom, for, one, signing this budget into law and executing it, to our budget chair, Phil Ting, for one, championing and hearing my voice to making sure that we bring home these resources that's absolutely needed. Last year, I was able to bring collectively for my district in a very direct way and indirect way, $2.28 billion. And so we are excited We're tabling up the money right now for this year, and then we hope that next year that we're able to be in a place that we can deliver these checks. It is absolutely gratifying because the previous elected officials in the state assembly, it was a time where they had to cut budgets. They had to cut programs and resources. And I'm grateful that I'm not in that space, that I'm able to deliver this $7 million and others to the communities in which I represent, because absolutely you are worth fighting for. The fight is right here for our children. The fight is right here for our seniors. The fight is right here to making sure that we have access to health care. The fight is here, and I'm part of the fight. So thank you very much for being here. God bless you.